Alright, we should be live, and I have just noticed the Final Fantasy Quick Draft Omniscience emblem. So, sure, why not? Let's give it a shot. So, you have the Omniscience emblem, which means you can cast spells from your hand without paying their mana costs. Also, once per turn, you can activate the emblem and add all 5 colors of mana to your mana pool. So some important things to note. First of all, the tiered spells like Fire Magic and Tifa's Limit Break, it only negates the top right-hand corner if you're casting from your hand. The tiers still need to be paid for. So you're going to need to use the emblem for that, and you're not going to be able to cast multiples in the same turn at the higher tiers. So there's that. Also, it is only from your hand, so casting spells with flashback, like Dreams of Laguna and the Dark Revelation, or Resentful Revelation, the one with Sephiroth finding out about his mom, those ones you will still have to be able to pay for from your graveyard. So the 7 mana on that thing, you're going to need some mana sources if you want to cast it from your graveyard. Alright, all of that being said, let's see, what do we have? How much do we have to win to get our money back? 5 wins before we're close enough? Alright. It's something different. Let's give it a shot. We are looking for card draw first and foremost. So, let's see. None of these are card draw. This is 3 mana to equip. Honestly, I think I'm going for the Realm Sketching here. Getting another copy of whatever the most powerful thing I have in play is probably worthwhile. There is also a Malboro, so typically you do not start with a full grip in these type of formats, so a card like Malboro making the opponent discard is the next best thing to making you draw a bunch of cards, so I could take the Malboro, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going for the Realm Sketching first. Let's see, this does not draw you cards. The Behemoth draws you a card, and is a giant body. White Auracite is fine, and can get you the extra mana to cast higher casting cost flashback spells and tiered spells. Since you'll want to run it as removal anyway, and it will provide you with mana, but yeah, 7/7 that draws you a card is definitely what I'm all about. Ninja Blades can potentially draw you a card. Torgal is less useful in this format. Does not draw you a card for free immediately. Yeah, unfortunately none of these draw you a card for free immediately. Might be able to get away with chaining a bunch of card draw spells together if they're non-creature spells, so maybe Black Mage's Rod, but not really feeling any of these. We can take the Ninja Blades, because if the creature hits, and we can move the equipment over immediately to something else that can attack, we'll have a lot of higher casting cost stuff, so that's actually more of a problem than normal. Maybe. But I could see it being the Black Mage's Rod out of the two. This draws you a card immediately, right? So yeah, we will take Anima here. Judgment, Fat Chocobo, now we're taking Summon Anima. Evil Reawakened. Valkyrie. Valkyrie's not terrible as a 5/4 flyer that surveils too. It doesn't actually draw you cards though, like maybe Geode is better because he immediately lets you rummage a card away. Yeah, card draw is king in this type of format, so more so than anything else, you want tons of card draw. Feel an artifact or creature or land. Yeah, that's probably good enough. Sorry, Renoa. Have to hit with a legend for this to be card draw. Out of Darkness is fine, not amazing. I think I want another Immune. You won't have lands to landfall, unfortunately. You can cycle this thing, but you do have to use the emblem in order to generate the mana for it. Also, this can't be flashbacked without a mana source. Yeah, without lands in the deck, Raidya isn't actually that strong. Alright, we will take the Malboro. None of these are great. This does not draw you a card at all, right? Just attach equipments for free. Yeah, without any towns, activating his draw 3 isn't going to be particularly easy. I think we take the airship there. Similarly, you need a mana source in order to activate this thing to kill a permanent. Although you do only need one, so maybe. Probably not, though. Swamp. Also of note, since you're not running land, there's not a whole lot of room for dead spells. Like, you only get so many before you just don't have anything. Like, you have to run stuff. Still gonna take the Dreams of Laguna. We can still flash it back pretty easily. 1/1 counter on Benedicta. Yeah, probably not. Oh, combat tutorial. Perfect. By black mages as opposed to thunder magic. Thing that fetches lands. Ramps mana, really. Need the Phantom Train, Magic Damper. So I suppose this is going to be Shiva. Oops. This is going to be Shiva. Stop that. Brynhildr exiles the card, so you'd still have to be able to cast it, which means 5 drops or less. This might be a Freet then because of that. Mark also fine as a removal spell, but Joko Meteor not at its best. We need Namazu Trader. It's Ochu. If at least 4 mana was spent to cast it, that's not helping anything. Oh. Oh, yes, please, and thank you. Also, Sorceress's Schemes being in the pack is painful, but definitely taking Travel the Overland. Another Freet. Wield the Black Waltz number 3, which can do a lot of damage to the opponent. Yeah, being a 5-power haste creature is more relevant than the game text on the other thing. Raidya, Note Freya, Gantoad's a 4/4. I guess we take Raidya, because we can activate her to target a Guardian Force, a Freet in the graveyard, for example. Take a magic... maybe the Quattrub to get rid of their flashback spells, but they should be able to cast them on in time to not get hit by Quattrub. That one's not bad, actually. It's better than the 2/1 that never does anything. Oh, that's not as good in this format as it otherwise would be. You don't naturally have double green, and it's 6 mana to activate. Making your spells cheaper doesn't do anything. This might just be Resentful Revelation, even though I can't cast it from the graveyard very easily. What the hell is going on with the format where turn 1 Ragavan isn't the best thing possible? T-Rexer is fine, but I might just want Cup Noodles, honestly. More card draw, more better. This is Keenan. Ooh. Card Collector or Combat Tutorial? I think Combat Tutorial. You don't have to discard any of the cards, so while you see one more card with Hunt the Mark, or not Hunt the Mark, you do see one more card. I'm still going to take Combat Tutorial. I think it's slightly better. Ooh, there we go. Take Circle of Power. Love Song does not help because it exiles the cards. Laughing Mad, on the other hand, is double card draw spell, so that. How many ways do I have to surveil right now? Because I think we only have like one Dreams of Laguna, and yeah. So Matoya not doing anything. This might be a Blitzball. It's a bit disappointing. We don't have Landfall or the 7 mana to animate that. This is another take the cycling card. Block, at least it's card draw. Take another Eden. Surveil monster. Did wheel card collection. I'll take a big old Ace Trampler, I think. Alright, so notably I need to take 6 cards out of the sideboard, like whatever the best 6 cards out of the terrible pile are, and put them in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ugh. Double ugh. Alright. Baby Stolen Uniform will do something cool. Alright. Well, it's an Omniscience draft. Here we go. I don't have as much card draw as I would like, because I would like all of it. And I don't have as much Black Mages as I would like, because killing your opponent on the first turn of the game is pretty sweet. Well, I'm going to keep this. I am on the draw, but we do have card draw creatures. Yeah, it's a really good one to start off with. I might just be in a ton of trouble here. Guess they drew that Quina afterwards. Yep, be a point of damage. Make a thing that draws cards. Frog. Hope they're out of stuff. Alright. Sack one of your things. Take a damage. Let's take 2 points of damage. Oh, bunch of creatures. And take block. Cast the Hill Gagas. Swing 5 at you. That was some Mako. Alright, that is the best I could do with what I had. Now I'm down to 11, which is respectable, but I'm gonna need like Travel the Overland or Combat Tutorial next turn. They found a Laughing Mad. That's true. I do have Laughing Mad in the deck, and I'm not going to be able to cast it if I find it. It does put them up a card and puts like their 2 worst cards on top, but unless they have a way to shuffle also, they are kind of Brainstorm locked now. If they cast their Laughing Mad here... Oh, now they can mill them. Very good. Yeah, that's true. Shuffle or away. Oh, that's true. I had 2 of these, so maybe Matoya wasn't as bad with the Dreams of Laguna. Although I think I only had the 1 at the time, but I did not count it. Counting stuff. Currently have a frog, so they can make him a 3. Pretty sure I'm just supposed to block and eat that. Big 13. 12, 13. Yeah, it's fine. Alright, they decided to just go with 12. Gain 2 back. Draw a card. On their flyer. Alright, I'm gonna need to draw super well. That's a great start. Ping ping. Spin the Ifrit. Ping. Yes, please. Ping ping. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff. It's a nice try, opponent. In case you were wondering what a good deck in this format looks like, it is a lot of card draw on instants and sorceries with a lot of, well, not on non-creature spells and a bunch of pinging wizards, so that way the opponent just dies immediately. Maybe a few big haste trampley creatures or anything that draws cards. Opponent goes first, but that is a pile of card draw in my hand, so. Oh. I mean, there are going to be some bad cards because, you know, we're running bad cards also. There we go. Okay. I was going to say, I'm worried that the opponent might not have understood the assignment, but yeah. Never mind. They got it going on. Now, all of this is good, but they're not killing me yet, so that's not particularly scary. I mean, it's better than nothing. Okay, there's their Malboro. So they're going to get my Malboro. Because it's way less powerful than the other things. Oh man, I would have hit Combat Tutorials, one of the card draw spells. That I don't care about at all. I mean, I'm going to die next turn, but that's going to be true of a lot of things. Alright. Sure. Let's start with this one, see what we find. Yeah, there was more card draw on top. I can get back the Malboro if I want to. Alright, let's cast this one first, draw a bunch of cards. They could have Swallowed by Leviathan, and I would have to use one of the things. Okay, here we go. Oh, actually I should have cast that one first because of the lifelink, but it's fine. I was debating which one I'm supposed to cast first here. They have Swallowed by Leviathan because I can pay for it, but it would cut me off of... Actually, can I pay for it? No, they have 7 cards in their graveyard. Oh, they're gonna Laughing Mad in response. Alright, so... Cornered by... Yeah, I should have cast Cornered by Black Mages first. I think. It doesn't matter which one they sacrifice, it just matters that they sacrifice. Alright, let's summon the Anima. Draw another card. Ah, it's Guardian Forest Ifrit. Summon him next. I think it is Eden. Okay. Surveil 2. Got coming up. Need the, Shiva. Alright, so bin both of those. Okay, let's draw another card. Put a giant trampling body onto the board. Cast this, ping ping. Discard you. You. Alright, let's Resentful Revelations. Or Freet. Play Laughing Mad, discard this. Instant Ramen. Another card. Airship Crash, but I can't cycle Airship Crash and cast Laughing Mad. Alright, let's cast another Freet. Discard that. 8. Let's cast Laughing Mad from the graveyard. Discard this. Realm Sketching. I can deal them 2 damage. I can get another haste creature. Artifact creature or land. Alright. Let's just draw another card then. I have 8 cards left in my deck. Let's play the Hillgigus. Sandworm. Back with those 2. The other one a block. Airship Crash a sorcery? It's an instant. Okay. Okay. Alright, I can deal 2 damage to them with this by killing one of my own things if I really want to. I'm gonna summon Radia here. Pass the turn. Because I might Airship Crash my own Anima to... Oh no, I can't bring back Anima, it's a 6-drop. Oh, I might have to Airship Crash Black Waltz number 2, because he is a flying creature. I don't care about Minwu at all. Don't really care about Renoa either. She has to attack, right? Ice Flynn. Sure. So draw a lock. Lose a life, draw a card. Five cards left in my deck. Discard the lock, I think. It's Black Waltz. Decline. Summon Black Waltz number 3. Cast Dreams of Laguna. Deal my opponent 4. And they're dead. Okay. Nice and easy. Yeah, they had some of the important cards. It looks like maybe their draft just wasn't great then. Like, I think ours is slightly above average. But we can definitely run into somebody who just has like 5 Travel the Overlands and we're just gonna die. This hand is so bad, I can do infinitely better. Hey, I can do better, but so far I haven't. Definitely make sure I draw a card there, because I could absolutely have hit something else. Alright. I mean, putting 20 power worth of dudes into play is nice and all, but with only one of them having haste, there's a very real chance that I'm just going to lose this game, despite what I just pulled off. Yep. Alright, so they had a Guardian Force, and yeah, okay, this opponent definitely understood the assignment. They've played like 4 cards already, and we've only seen one bad one, and like I said, you kind of have to play some of the cards. Like, mine looks way more anemic, but at the same time, between the mulligan and the fact that 3 out of my 4 cards let me look at more cards, I think is a pretty good indicator of how well I did to set this up. Yeah, Ether would have been sweet with the Travel the Overland and whatnot. That one's a bit more filler, but they do have Edgar, so a bad artifact is better than, you know, a bad card of other types. Okay. So no matter what I put the Ninja Blades on, it's not going to do well. It's 3 life. Alright, they do only have the 1 reach creature, so I do think I'm going to go for this. I could also put it on this and make it an 8/8, and then they have to trade the Rexar for it. Yeah, they only have the 1 reach creature, though. Let's make them block with the reach creature first. Yeah, we'll hold this for, like, another bad card in our hand. There's their Anima. Real good. In and of itself, it's real good. Obviously, much like me, they can draw some medium cards now. But if they chain anything, We could be in a lot of trouble here, so... That's really what it's all about, is how much can you chain? Ooh. It looks like, if this is Travel the Overland, Rydia's return, give their creatures +6/+6. Okay. I mean, that's bad for me, but... And get it back, so another plus... Okay, they probably have it then. Oh right, Anima can't attack. So all I need to do is block here and take 15, go to 3. Oh, they have a blitzball shot. Okay. Okay, so the opponent actually had the perfects there. I went to -12, so 7... I would have literally had to block with everything I had in order to not die there. And then draw like a champ after that. So, yeah. Okay. Not the ideal cards, but certainly not unplayable, especially since their creatures had a lot of value. Being able to pull back 2 permanents from the graveyard certainly could have been very good. And the +3/+3 to their entire team. Way better than nothing. Alright. Oh wait, are they still deciding? Because I'm pretty sure it said I was on the play. I would like to cast the Sandworm. Me and my buddy. Okay, let's play Laughing Mad, discard Giot. Walk to the Beavers. A Hillgigus. Wow, that's so close to killing them. I think we just get this close to killing them then. Try and scrape together between my creatures in play and the spells that I currently have access to a couple more points of damage next turn. Okay. So far, so great for me. Like, yeah, they're going to sacrifice Angelo. I might have led with that one. I certainly don't think I'm casting Gigantoad here first. Snow and fight on. Chocobo kick or something? Ah, combat tutorial. Right. A blocker. Nova's real good. Wow, last card. Wow. Okay. Again, I would be casting the card draw first, but... Like, I might still have them, depending on what I hit, though. Gilgamesh as Godo. Can we... may search for equipment put on the battlefield and shuffle. Gilgamesh attacks for the first time each combat. Okay, so none of the things currently have haste, so... Even if they get something really powerful here, like the Masamune or Genji Gauntlets or Buster Sword. Buster Sword would be the scariest, I think. Yeah, that one... I mean, it lets them loot, I guess. Yeah, that's actually more of the problem, is that it lets them loot here. Potentially keep chaining. I only need 4 points of damage, and I have a Black Mage in my hand, though, so... Yeah, Sahagin, not really going to do it here. In fact, Sahagin's actively terrible. glad they had to discard Counterspell, but wow. Hit a Laughing Mad. Casting the Laughing Mad from their... Yeah, no, they are popping off super hard. Another filler card in Weapons Collector, or Item Shop Merchant, rather. Yeah, that's another card draw spell. Like, they basically completely cut me off from killing them through damage. They have a flyer and 10 trillion ground creatures. They get another loot. Yeah, no, Rook Turret with all these artifacts is actually okay. The downside is they still have to have good cards. Yeah, that is definitely their most filler card so far. Sorry, Loppert Scout. My respect for you is exceedingly low. Okay, Snow's 10 billion power creature without haste. How many cards left in their deck? 19? I'm wondering if they made Snow a mutant and I killed him, if that would just finish them. It's not quite there, but it's close. Notably, they are probably going to get to draw some number of cards off whatever. Because I'm going to Cornered by Black Mages, and they're probably going to sacrifice that specific creature. But I also kind of have to do this, or I'm not going to win. So... the last card in their hand is not another counterspell. Probably have to sacrifice the Rook Turret here to draw cards. They are getting priority at the very least for their magic card. They're just going to sacrifice him? Sure. Alright, so cast this. Deal a point of damage and draw a card. Just going to try and chain 3 more together. Oh, that is the perfect card to discard here. I mean, a creature that wasn't doing anything would actually be the perfect card, but... I don't have enough to activate that. Are you serious? They have 19 cards left in their deck. Oh my god, are you serious? I am 1 short. Yeah, they're just going to be able to give their Behemoth plus 19 and trample. Other target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. Why couldn't I have drawn this one instead? Like, drawn the seat first and this one. Wow, that's so brutal. I think I attack with both and see if I can get them to screw up here somehow. I need them to block one of them with an artifact creature here. And I might be able to pull this one off. As long as they don't, like, multi-block it. If they just throw, like, one artifact creature, might be able to get away with this. Yeah, they're throwing Genova on that one. No trample there. I'm on there, yeah. Oh, that's so bad. Just need literally one more spell, because I could have cast this and the trigger would have killed them before they would have gained the life. And now I just die to 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, so 14 power, 14, 15, 16, 20. Yeah, I'm impossibly dead here. Okay. Yeah, like, you had it beforehand. We're wasting time now. Yeah, that was literally me not having the last instant or last non-creature spell. If I had have drawn the land first, I would have won the game. Because I would have been able to cast both of those and actually kill them. Like I said, it's not the perfect one. The perfect one would have been a creature, or I wasn't even thinking the land. Alright, I'm going to keep this, because I'm going to get to discard both of these if I need to. We'll discard this one first, because it's terrible without the other one. They actually have a counterspell here. Okay. Alright, cast this first. Get our Surveil. They have something they can cast. It might just be an instant speed card draw, like... Laughing Mad. Yeah. Both of those seem legit to me. Discard... I guess you're the worst one out of the two at this point. Alright, let's commune with the beavers. Beavers have to say. Yeah, beavers say Malboro. Alright, cast the Malboro. Take a card from them. Like, they might have a bad card in their hand, but anything that they don't have to work with now is value. Discard Tidus. Also lost nothing of value. Okay. Target me. Guess the Malboro. It does matter, but it kind of doesn't, because no matter what I target here. Like, if I target my better creature and they kill my better creature, then I'm out my better creature. And if I target my worst creature and it just stays my worst creature, then I'm missing out on damage, so. Yep. Got him. Alright, let's summon the Guardian Force. Discard him. Play King Giat. Discard that. There's Rydia, who I'm probably going to discard next turn. Alright. Oh, I've run out of things to chain together. Oh, there's cornered by black mages. So I might be in a lot of trouble, depending on how much card draw they have. Oh, is that all? Literally, is that all? Yeah, they're off it. They just realized how many extra cards I'm gonna get to look at, and they're like, nah. Alright. Made it to 3 wins. Make it to 5 to really get our money back. Got 2 losses, so... And this is a wild format. Like, there are going to be decks, like I said, that are going to have, like, 3 Travel the Overlands, and it's just going to be like, how do you lose to anything? Opponent goes first. My hand is very medium. I do have 2 card draw spells in it, but they're not great card draw spells, so... I guess medium is not fair, it's a little above average. I don't know if we'll do another one of these, maybe, just to be different. But these are so wild as far as formats go. Yep. Yep. Now, we don't know the order that they drew stuff in. I think, depending on what you have, Brainstorm is probably the one you want to cast last. That you can find all the other stuff first. Well, fortunately, I have 1 dead card in my hand. But now if they follow that up with another Hecdize or Malboro, I'm going to lose real cards. Yep. Now I have to lose Beavers. And Dreams of Laguna, Laughing Mad, and now they take the last card from my hand. Wow. Wow. Okay, opponent's doing great here. And there went my combat tutorial and 2 trash cards. Well, we did our best, but this is perfectly reasonable for this format. We are now just waiting to see what the top card of our deck is, and if the opponent has found a counterspell. Garland's not terrible with all the non-creature spells getting to Surveil to try and find more action. They're choosing Eject over Combat Tutorial. I'm actually a little surprised by that. Or did I miss something? Oh no, they played Eject. Yeah, I would think you'd want the more cards over the... Okay, there's their first Wizard Maker. Circle of Power, yep. All the usuals. All the things you should be looking for in this format. Oh yeah, no. If we even live through this turn, the top of my deck has to be ordered in the exact right way. Oh yeah, Tella's just terrible, right? Because he's based on mana spent, like the other cards in this set. Yeah, so unless you're casting flashback spells from your grave... I mean, okay, if you're casting a flashback spell from your graveyard, he'll draw you 2 cards, so he's not terrible, but you do actually need something like that. Yeah, I might not even live through this turn at this rate. They're just chaining everything. They have, like, the better version of some of the draws I had earlier. So, I would not be surprised if we die this turn. Gives them another one, yep. Also, are any of these instants... No, these are both Sorcerer's Schemes. I was going to say, if they can cast an instant on my turn by using the mana... Oh, okay. Yep, they actually just have it. Yep, good job, opponent. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Did you see how much card draw and flashback card draw they had? Like, they were stacked. They had almost no bad cards. Like, what is the... There's Ice Flan, Restoration Magic is not great, Quattrub, Burrell. So yeah, they still had some bad cards, but wow, is their deck just a lot of amazing cards for this format. Alright. So yeah, that was an Omniscience draft. That's what Omniscience drafts look like. 300 gems and a single booster pack. So I spent 450 gems, for a booster pack. That doesn't seem great. Spending 300 gems for a booster pack doesn't seem great either. %, 35%, 40%. Why is it one booster pack 40%? Is that just how... no, because this would be 100%. I'm confused what the percentages mean. I mean, we did also get the cards that we drafted, but you're very encouraged to draft other stuff. Like, a lot of the rares and mythics. Like, how good would Dion be in this format? Not really, right? Because he takes 6 mana to transform, and then 3 turns, and he's just a creature. Like, you really just want the black-red commons and uncommons, and maybe, like, and some blue card draw, ideally. I guess we can try it one more time, but if you're watching this live, give me a minute, I'll be right back. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Have a good rest of your day.